All right. So, yes, welcome back. And in an effort to continue to wind down on our relaxing day, we're going to kind of go back to some meditation basics. And this was inspired by a meditation sequence led by Jeff Warren on this phone app called Calm. And Jeff Warren, among many other things, also writes and teaches about meditation and is a 30-day course on just you listen to it a couple minutes each day on how to meditate and really getting down to what really is going on, because I think sometimes the speech and kind of the energy around meditation sometimes feels a little elevated and inaccessible, and I really appreciated Jeff Warren's sort of hey, this is what you're doing, and it's great. So my meditation sequence today is based off of the first lesson of that. It's loosely inspired by, but I definitely want to give credit where credit is due. And if there's any kernel that you like from it, definitely check out Jeff Warren's stuff. It's great. So without further ado, we're going to start. I also realize without further ado is my thing. I say it, I think, every time. But without further ado, we're going to start with a stretch on our mat. I'm going to put my little earbud in so I can hear some music. And we'll move into our meditation from there. So just find a comfy place. You don't even necessarily need a mat, just a place that you can kind of call your own when it comes to yoga. Whether that's, you just light a candle kind of symbolically as your yoga time, it's the you time, or you have a full mat and blocks and props, however you want to do it. Just kind of start carving out that space kind of mentally and physically around you. Just so you know, when you drop in, they say don't watch TV or do your homework in bed because that's sleep time. Similar to our yoga space, create a space that you can dedicate just to this practice of being with yourself and being kind of connected to each other. So I'm going to just start by finding a comfortable seat. You can even start lying down if that's what you're feeling today. And just gently place the palms of your hands over your legs where they feel comfortable. Maybe your eyes begin to close or your gaze lowers to the ground. Take your time here. There is no rush to hit the perfect pose, tap into the meditation right away. Just let yourself settle, move into some deeper breathing. In through your nose. Or out through parted lips, or out through your nose, it doesn't matter. Take a few moments to just be with your breath. Gently notice your posture if you're sitting up. How are your shoulder blades feeling? How is your lower back? How's your upper back? Just maybe bring some small movements into your body. Maybe rubbing your hands along your legs a little bit. Or gently shifting your shoulders forward and back. Just the smallest little movements. Ever so slightly. Sending some energy into your body from the outside. Eyes can still be closed and still mindfully slowing down and deepening our breath. Wonderful. And then just continue to tap into this sort of time warp. Time sort of slows down as you let yourself slow down. Yourself ease into this slower, maybe heavier feeling, being in the world. If you're lying down, just gently lift yourself up to a seated position. If you're seated, you may now bring some stillness into your body. Hands can be resting on top of the knees. They can be resting in your lap, one palm stacked on top of the other, or in any other mudra or hand position that you've come to love. And from here, we're going to start carving little circles with our nose, gently rolling our neck to the side and back, to the other side and down. Starting small, and maybe the circles get slightly bigger upon each rotation. Really move slowly and carefully. Maybe you start to unite the breath with the movement. Inhale on the right side and then exhale on the release down back to the front, however you feel it. Letting those shoulder blades melt down. Maybe your circles are getting a little bit bigger. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can begin to reverse the circle to the other side. This is as much about your neck as it is about all that surrounds the neck. The shoulders, the shoulder blades, the trapezius muscles, all the muscles that crawl up your neck, cause tension. We're on alert. Just let the breath be a signal to release and relax. The rest of you is not doing much except letting the feeling happen. Any emotions that come up, maybe sensations of slight lightheadedness. Just know at any point you can peek your eyes open or make any adjustments you need. One more cycle of breath. We will meet just an upright posture, head over heart, heart over belly button. Excellent. You can blink your eyes open or you can keep your eyes closed for the rest of the practice. Let's do a couple of little shoulder dance moves. So by that I mean lifting up your right shoulder and pressing it back and around. And then lifting up your left shoulder, pressing it back and around. And then with whatever speed you want to take it, one shoulder at a time, kind of dances back. Begin to notice if you feel any connection between the shoulder blades. You might even feel the urge to kind of expand through that sternum, like you're kind of getting a stretch. Really feel through each side. You might even be starting to get a little tired of that neck trapezius area that we're always trying to relax. Excellent job. If you want to do a couple in the reverse direction, just for some symmetry, still trying to bring awareness to that moment where perhaps your shoulder blades come together before they move on, or imagining that where that place would be. Connection right before one moves into the other. Excellent. You can give it a little shake. Beautiful. We're going to place our left fingertips on the ground. Our right hand, we're going to reach out on an inhale. And then on an exhale, we're going to lean into the left fingers, palm or fingertips, and we're going to reach the right hand up and over our right ear. Palm side down, pinkies pointing straight up and out towards the front. Well, more towards the back, but pinky side is facing the front. Thumb is pulling back. You might start feeling in that right side body, that stretch. Maybe on an inhale, open that heart a little more to the sky, leaning as much into that left hand as you like. One final breath. And exhale, coming back around, releasing that right hand to the floor. Just taking a shoulder roll to reset. Excellent. Before we move on to the other side, let's just take a moment to inhale, reach your arms strong and out to the sides. Exhale, we're going to cross right arm over left. Continue to cross and hug your shoulder blades with the opposite hand. And then gently drop your chin towards your chest. Close your eyes into this hug, into this stretch, into this warm or maybe very hot considering the weather embrace. And let the weight of your elbows gently tug on your upper body, almost as if you just want to curl up. Have you ever seen a dog as they're about to fall asleep, a little puppy, and they kind of just, their eyes close and they just tip forward? Except we're going to keep ourselves up, unless we have a pillow to catch us. Excellent, we're going to inhale the arms wide. Exhale to place the right hand down. Inhale to reach the left fingers past that front knee, the right knee. And let it reach up above the left ear. Pinky side facing the front, thumb pointing towards the back. You can lean into that right elbow and right hand as much as you'd like, just playing with that intensity. Generally, the deeper you go, kind of the more stretch you will get. So if that's a lot of intensity, push back onto those palms. Take an inhale, maybe we can rotate at that lower belly button area versus the higher belly button area, that lower belly area, and open the heart a little more to the sky. If we can, send a relaxing energy towards both shoulder blades, even though they're reaching and energized. One more breath, one more reach. On your next exhale, sending that arm back over the front of the knees. Inhale, reach both arms out. Exhale, hugging with your left hand on top this time, reaching opposite shoulder blades, energized through the hands. Exhale, just melt down those shoulder blades. We're just letting there be a little curve in the spine. I'll turn this way, just kind of like, yep. Chin is tucked, you are turning internal right now. Eyes can close. Letting your own gravity stretch out those shoulder blades. Beautiful. Next inhale, chin lifts, arms open, eyes can stay open or closed. Exhale to send them down. Wonderful. On our next inhale, we're going to just extend our left foot. It can be out to the side a little, it can be directly in front. Just find a place to feel good. Inhale to get tall. Kind of rotate towards wherever that knee is. And then exhale, you can either do a forward fold. You can have a handy pillow to fold over and ease the sensation. Or you can just reach both hands over to the left side of the leg. Get a slight little twist out of this, wherever you feel good. So I'm going to just rotate through the options. Do a forward fold and play around with release with your breath and see where you end up. Do the same with a pillow. Or you can just add a little twist, bringing both hands to the left side of that leg, wherever they fall, and keeping your body relatively engaged. Just emphasize a little twist. I'm going to go for forward. Keeping that left foot energized, even though this is kind of our wind down class, a little energy to keep everything involved and engaged is good. It's safe. Deep breath here and feel into any sensations you were feeling, into any emotions you were feeling. Notice them. Release them on an exhale. One more inhale. Notice what you're feeling. Where do you feel the stretch? Do you feel the stretch? Send a sense of release to your body on an exhale. Pulling up from that belly button and using your hands for some support, begin to wind back up. You're just going to extend both legs and give them a little shake. And then when you're ready, bringing in the left foot, extending the right, inhaling tall, twisting a little bit towards the knee area so you're not falling in the opposite direction. But find either your forward fold on an exhale, a supported forward fold, or a twist by bringing both hands to the outside of the right leg. Just play around here. That doesn't have to look like any one thing. You're just introducing some different dimensions into this posture. Find what you like. And remain breathing, engaging with that release of tension. And the release might come slowly or it might come very quickly. And both are okay, and just make note of it. A little energy in those top toes, keep them slightly flexed. Deep inhale. Notice where you're holding tightness. And then exhale, send the desire for release. Even if it doesn't release, you're still tense. To send that well-meaning energy that way. Maybe we can get some release in our mind. And if our minds and bodies don't work together, then I'm a monkey's uncle. I don't know, some weird old expression. And on your next inhale, lifting kind of from that navel area to help unravel from your core, remove any supports. Because we're going to start moving into just our seated, still meditation. So we want to find a key word here is comfort. So if you'd like to sit on a pillow, sit on a chair. I'm going to come a little closer. Sit on a chair. You can even lie down, but we don't want to fall asleep because then we're sleeping and not meditating. If you do lie down and you're guided into sleep, well, that's great. But this is just going to kind of break down a little bit of meditation. So if you want to find a sense of posture that's both comfortable, but also one in which you feel alert, you feel awake, that's great. That's great for a meditation setup. So to kind of ease into our meditation 101, find your seat of choice. Get any sort of little fidgets or movements out of your system, and it's okay if they come back. All right. Okay, just gonna get some notes. Okay. And when we're all settled, we can begin to, once again, close our eyes. And if we're not ready or we're not into it, just lower your gaze, find something on the floor to look at. We are, with meditation, shifting who we are in the present into who we are in the future. In future moments, we can become more fearless, more caring, just more present and attentive, giving ourselves to what is happening in the moment as it comes. Begin to bring some deep breaths back into your bodies. Re-engage with that breath. Hands can rest gently on your legs wherever they're comfortable. Now the exhale is that downward motion, right? The exhale is where we soften. So perhaps on this next exhale, we soften the forehead, the area around the eyes and the jaw. Perhaps on the next exhale, we relax the neck, soften the shoulders, relax the fingers. That downward exhaling energy, make your belly soften, your legs sink into the earth, wherever your feet are making contact with the ground. Now you're just practicing being okay just sitting here, doing nothing. That is meditation at its core. We're doing nothing and it's okay. It's an attitude. It's an attitude of just holding yourself amongst everything, holding yourself with the sounds you hear, with the smells you hear, with the thoughts of the day, with your anxieties, with your pain. Just an attitude of it's okay. It's okay. You're in the middle of it. You are cool. You are just cool. You have options. You can just keep conceptualizing this sense of I'm cool with what's here, creating that little bit of space that separates you from all of that. And then also there's the option to bring awareness to the sounds of your breathing or the feeling of your breathing. Or maybe you want to bring awareness to your hands or another part of your body. That's okay. nothing is happening and you're also not making a big deal about it. The example used in the Jeff Warren meditation was, imagine, almost in a memory sense, you're sitting on that porch, it's summer, kind of half gazing out into the haze, half listening to the sounds of nature, maybe distant traffic, and nothing needs to be changed. This is where you live for now, in that moment, in that image, in that memory, in that space. Nothing needs to be different than it is. If thoughts come in, if they trigger certain emotions about the thoughts or about the practice of meditation, remember, no big deal. They will come. They will always come. And the idea of meditation is starting to perceive them just as distant clouds passing in the sky of our inner mind. We have an open, expansive inner self. So the thoughts come and you say, no big deal. Cool as a cucumber. I'm cool. It's cool. Try it for a few moments. Just, you're already doing it. Continue for a few moments. Relax on the exhale. That energy soften you down. What you're doing is essentially making space in your own mind. And as you continue to return here, maybe you start to realize that there's more room in there than you think. In fact, more room than perhaps you can imagine. So just relax into it. Relax the body. And then eventually our minds also relax. It might take one session, it might take years of practice. When we relax the mind and the body, we are aware of that space. You relax, you as a whole. When you're relaxed, you become more open to those around you, to thoughts, sensations, emotions. And you're just not held by them. Continue for a few moments. Will I read us our concluding thoughts for today's practice? And then this poem by Nayyirah Waheed. If the ocean can calm itself, so can you. We are both salt water mixed with air. That's it. Maybe you want to stay here for another minute. Maybe you want to stay for another 10 minutes. Or maybe you just want to wrap up with me for today. And if so, if your eyes want to stay closed, I welcome them. As such, perhaps just bringing your hands to prayer position in front of your heart, the acknowledgement of that midline, that symmetrical split right down your body, brings the halves of us together. As we open our palms, turn them towards our heart, and gently press against our chest. Sending all that yoga and meditation love from our hands to our hearts. Deep breath in. And exhale, I bow forward to you to thank you for class. Thank you for your presence. I offer you namaste, inclusion, and in recognition of my light honoring yours. I hope that you have a relaxing rest of your evening. I hope that this was refreshing, maybe a change of pace from our usual wind down classes. And all donations from today are going to go to Project Home in Philadelphia. And I wish you all the best tidings. Take care.